14,100 people say, I want a fountain at my home. I want to be able to brag to everybody that I have fountains at my house. This is how you do it. First and off, you go to Bell+Howell. This is a way that if you have water anywhere, whether it's a bird feeder, it's a pool, it's a planter that you fill with water, maybe you have a small pond or a koi pond on your property. It's solar powered, so there's no batteries, there is no wiring, there's nothing. You literally plop it in some water and listen to the soothing sounds of the fountain. Look at the beautiful 6 different ways you can get like a water formation. But the upgrade version of this is the sun is also gonna charge an internal battery. So that internal battery is gonna hold all of its charge, and at night, you get color changing lights as well. Look at this. So you get color, you get sound, you get water. I mean, it's so beautiful. Now, if you went out into the retail, about one of these runs you about $30, worth every penny. But we don't do it here on a Today Special. What if I give you a second one and charge you not a penny more? We're gonna talk about all of the ways this works, how you can put this at your home. Chad Allen, who I texted him yesterday, said, I don't think you like sleep. This is your second Today Special this week. Yes. And you're running 2 weekly deal drops.
That's correct.
But this one...
And lots of coffee.
Lots of coffee.
Yes.
This one, beautiful to look at, this sound, it's so soothing. That little trickle of water.
Yeah, when they said, do you want to do this on Monday and this on Friday? I said, the calming one on Friday, please.
The calming one on Friday.
One on Friday.
And it's so easy.
Yes, and you're going to get 2 of them. I'm going to hold one most of the time, but just always try to keep in mind,
you're getting
twice
2
as much, and they are not connected. You can use them independently and separately. You just happen to get a double up pack. Okay, so you don't have to use any of the tips that come included, and that's been a big question today. Is that one is one big solar panel, but the water will shoot right out of the top. We're going to give you lots of different tips, so you can combine and make different spray patterns from wide to narrow. You don't have to use that stem. You could just use the tip. But let me just give you a quick little tour of the back, because that's what mesmerizes everybody. Oop, how about I do it right side up? This is a big foam piece all the way around, which allows it to float. Right here is your motor, okay? And then right there, that big thing, that's your battery backup. And that's gonna have your auto mode and your night mode with the flip of a switch there at the top. What does this mean? All day long, you're getting the solar energy through here, and it's just doing pass-through energy, pass-through energy. But there's so many solar cells, while it's also powering with pass-through energy, that solar is charging up that internal battery to allow it to work all night long. That's the kind of strength and the power that you're getting. You could put 2 in the same pot like we've done there if the vessel is large enough, or you could put them in a bird bath or a hot tub or a pool, or if you have a koi pond, even better, right? Things like that. But how do you actually install it? How does it actually work? And I'm gonna use the bird bath here in front of me, which is great. And the suction cups on the bottom work perfect in a smaller, shallower vessel like you're seeing here. No tips on this one, but watch as I pull it out of the water. It automatically shuts off. It was suction cupped there to the base of that, but all you do is set it down and it comes to life.
And it like works right away.
Automatically. In the automatic mode, it's gonna work essentially the second you put it down. We say up to 5 seconds, and you can see the solar panels. That would be your LED lights. You set it down, it comes to work. Now, if I want it to stay like in the center, then just give it a press down and those suction cups will work there. If I want to add a, this is fun. If I want to add a tip to this, then all I would do is take a tip, and I'm just going to put a small one on.
Which are included.
Everything's included. I think I'm going to get a little wet here, so I'm actually going to take it out so I can show you exactly what you would do at home.
Okay.
You can put it with the water. You're not going to hurt anything. It's just water. But just give it a press down onto that, okay? And then just set it down, and it will start to spray. If I want it to stay again in that center portion, just give it that push, and the suction cups work.
So I want to get ahead if anyone's like, oh, does it have to be like deep as a pool, or does it have to be deep as a pond? As long as we have,
as long as this motor
is covered with water.
So this motor comes right out here, and you're going to end up pulling this motor out a lot because it will be suction cupped to the bottom, and you're going to pull this up, and that's going to come out. It's attached. You're never going to lose it, which is so great. And the water pumps up through that. This little motor here just goes right through the hole, and that's what sticks up through, and then you just press it down. That's it.
Look at that.
So as long as that motor's covered, that's all the water you need. If you have a lot of water, though, it's going to bounce and float around your pool.
Right, your pool or something, yeah.
But if you have a flower pot or a small vessel, it works for all of it.
Well, by the way, we are going to put up a couple of item numbers because if you're like, oh, I would love to put this in a planter or I would love to put it in a bird feeder, we actually have some of those you can add into your cart as well. So then you get everything. You can have a whole new display at your home. We've got a 2-pack of the planters. We've got the beautiful bird feeder. Those are down there. So if you would love to add something which would give you the water element. So this is our Today Special. So if you're new to shopping at HSN, we do one Today Special a day. This is today's. It's perfect, right? We're going outside to enjoy outside more. This would be so beautiful in an entryway on your porch, you know, by the pool. Do you go outside and sit out there as your relaxing moment? It's all the elements. And Chad, his life before wasn't like an interior, exterior designer. I feel like he's got a great eye for it. But water, you think about that at like very expensive places that because I said that last hour, Chad, I said, if I said, oh, I've got a fountain at my house, you were like, ooh, Tina hit the lotto. What's going on? She's got a fountain at her house. Water elements are just so luxurious, so upscale. Then you get the sound element of it, right? That just beautiful trickle of that water. Now let's talk about light.
Oh my goodness, lights at night. There have been, Bell+Howell did not sort of invent this technology. We don't claim to. There were other versions on the market. We made it better. We said, what can we do to improve the customer experience on an item that we know in the market is wildly successful, that people gravitate towards because they love a fountain? So we added the battery and the LED lights. Normally, these types of items only work in direct sunlight. You have to have direct sunlight, and you know if you own one, a cloud passes, it sputters or shuts off. Or a storm or at night, it definitely doesn't work. Ours has that battery built in, so it works all night long, and then the LED lights are that touch of fun because, well, we're Bell+Howell, and we want to add LED lights to everything, as you know we always love to do. The 6 different tips can be with the stem or without the stem. So you can choose the height of the water that's going up, but also you can choose between a wide spray and a narrow spray. It's nearly impossible for me to show you all the different water ways to do it. But here's what I want you to know is that no matter the vessel, you're gonna find the right height if you just sort of just play and test. And so here's just a couple examples here. We're gonna give you the stem and all these little round tips and things. You can use them by themselves or without. So here's with no stem, here's that same tip with a stem, here's the stem by itself. And so any of these can just fit right on top of that motor and spray the water however you want. And there's different hole patterns which allow the different spray patterns. But if you don't want to use any tips, like I didn't do in front of me, you don't have to. And these, they just float around. They bounce around. If you throw it in your pool, it's going to just bounce around your pool all day long. If you have a koi pond, they're going to love it. Birds, absolutely. Birds love a fountain because it helps them bathe. It helps them, because they splash the water to get the fountain, right? They create that effect. But why does every big Las Vegas hotel have fountains in front of them? Because it draws the crowd. It's calming and it just screams 5-star resort.
So the question out of the Facebook chat is Barb is asking how high up would like the highest spray kind of go?
I can show you, but I'm gonna get a little wet.
It's okay. And that's because it's you, not me.
I'm gonna point it towards Tina, so stay tuned.
That's okay.
Okay, so this is like, where can I show you? I'm gonna show you in the one unit in front of me. This tip right here, I put this little spout tip. You see how it's pointy at the top, that whole spout?
That kind of gives it the most height.
And we made these clear, so that the light shines through them. And so that's why they're so hard to sort of see on camera, but we want the light to shine through. Okay, now when I put this in, so I laugh because I have no words because I'm nervous because of how high it shoots.
How high do you think that is?
Oh, this is, I mean, at least a foot. I mean,
a foot? Yeah, I'm thinking more.
3 hands.
We need a ruler.
Yeah, I do. So it's all the way up here is how high it's getting from down here. So you can do,
where's my sun's out and guns out, Mike? Mike, we need a ruler.
Okay, that's fun for the pool. It's not going to be great for a bird bath because it just splashes. So I'm going to take that off for a second, but you get the idea. Bigger vessels, you don't have to.
No, but that is, you know what I mean? Like you're looking more of like a statement, like a higher. But do you see how these all look different, right? It's just the nozzle that we've changed out. So if you want more of kind of like where it's, you know, a bunch of different streams of water, you could do one stream. You can have it just like a little bit of a trickle. You can have the high. You get to decide. Reminder, 2, 2, 2. Because I know what you're probably saying. You're like, oh, I've seen one like this. It ran me about $30. Okay. This has a light element, has an internal battery. We're giving you 2. You always get 30 days to try it out. But again, all you need is something that holds water.
Anything.
Right? All of these are things you probably could own, you do own. If you have some planters at your home and you're like, I don't want to take the time to put the dirt and plant something in it, but now it's just sitting there.
Put water in it.
Fill it with water. Plug up the holes, right? The drainage holes at the bottom, fill with water, and now you have a water element. Also, Chad, people are gonna ask, how do I get the light to turn on at night? You don't even have to think about it.
No, automatic mode is where you want to live.
Yep.
It does have a second mode. There is a second mode with the flip of a switch on the back. It is called night mode. Night mode means, and this is in your instructions, it only works at night. It will be off during the day. I don't know why you really would want to do that, because, I mean, if you're not home in the daytime and you're like, I don't want the fountain running, that's fine, no big deal. At night, though, that's when night mode kicks in. In automatic mode, it works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you're never thinking about it. That's the brilliant part.
Look at how that beautiful that looks. By the way, you're Bell+Howell, you guys do light elements of a lot of different things, right? You just took what you have been doing in innovation, you know, for over 100 years, added it to the water element. You made it solar, so I don't have to put more batteries in it. I don't have to wire anything. And I really hope my mic and your mic is, but this soothing water trickle. I mean, just think about sitting wherever it is in your house. You hear the water. It's, you know, like, that's why people sit by the ocean, or why people do that. That's just such a nice sound.
I mean, you're on the porch, you and the hubby, you and the wifey, you're just relaxing, glass of wine. You're creating your own haven. You're creating your own oasis.
So nice.
And there's something to be said. Well, there's not something to be said. Science tells us when you have a water feature in your environment, it's cooler. Like the temperature feels cooler.
Oh,
like when you're by a lake or by the ocean, right? When you're by water, it cools off the air around you. That's just how water works. And so when this is in your environment, on your porch, on wherever you have it, it's gonna feel cooler. If you're just joining us, it's all solar powered. You don't buy anything else. There's no wiring, there's no hiring. You choose what tips you wanna use, if any tip at all, okay? And it's gonna use pass-through energy all day long. But that pass-through energy is so strong, it's also charging the battery that's underneath, which allows it to work all night long. And so all you do is put it in any vessel of water, and I'm going to show you that right now in front of me.
Okay.
This is just a bird bath. This could be a bird bath you already have. Stone, ceramic, glass, doesn't matter. This will absolutely work. And when I pull this up, and it was suction cup to the bottom, because there's suction cups, I'm not turning anything off, I'm not turning anything on. It's already in automatic mode. You set it down, it starts to grab the water and push it up. Now with no tips, what's really great, I like no tip in a bird bath because it keeps the water very tight and compact, but all the effect and the sound and calming is there.
Can you put the really high tip on it? Because my Sun's Out, Guns Out came out with the ruler, so we could see how high we got.
Oh,
this
gosh.
Right, because people are asking, so they want to know.
Okay,
right?
Here we go. I'm gonna put this
Chad
on.
doesn't want to do it because he's dressed nice.
I am.
You should have been Sun's Out, Guns Out. Okay, Mike, bring in the. There we go.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
So let's see what we can kind of get. Because you said a foot, but I think.
I know, but I'm getting wet now. This is great.
You're okay.
Wait, this is taller than that. What's that say?
What does that say, Porter, from the other side?
Oh, I should have put it towards me.
Almost 2 feet?
Oh my goodness. That is.
We were way off.
Yes.
Mean you don't know how to use a ruler.
We sure don't. In fact, I made the camera guy read it, right? I said, Porter. You said, Porter, can you please read it?
2 feet? That's substantial.
Okay, can I take that off?
No, I like the Chad's
That's good for a pool. Don't do that in your bird bath.
No, listen to Chad. You do you. You do whatever you want to do. But you are in charge, though. It's not like we give you this fountain and you're like, you have to get the water display that we tell you. You get all of these different nozzles, and really you can play around with them. Whether it's higher, it's lower, you get the different streams of them. You get 6 plus different ways you can kind of mix and match these, and you're getting 2 of the actual fountains, so you could do one way, one a different way, one in the front yard, one in the backyard. But I'll tell you, if you put 2 of these in your pool and people come over and at night the light clicks on and it's got the fountain, come on now.
Ty already put 3 in his pool.
I know.
And last night he was the launch host, and he said he's buying another set because he wants them. He has a large pool. He wants them just bouncing around. And just floating. We put 2 in that flower pot in front of us. It's solar powered. You have nothing to worry about. If you have trouble with the kids at bath time, bring it inside for bath time. We don't care. close the shower curtain though, because it might spray out of the bathtub. And at the end of the day, if you just keep one and even give one to the sister, she's gonna love it too. The birds will love it. And Bell+Howell's been around 116, 117 years now. We're in 99 countries. This is where we started, so we always bring the best deals in our launches to HSN because we love it here so much.
Okay, everybody's literally in the chat telling me where they're gonna put it at their house. Lori's gonna put it in her pool.
Oh, I love Dawn. I love Judy Lynn Proctor.
I
love
know,
that.
see,
Yes,
listen.
yes, yes.
So she says that she always kills
Annie.
plants. So she says that she has a bunch of planters that don't have plants in them, so
Me
she's
too.
gonna do that. He seems to be emphasizing the use at night. Do these work during the day as well?
All day long, yes, all
Yes.
day long. The difference between ours and other ones on the market is
Yep.
that ours works at night. That's why I'm pointing that out.
Look, Judy's excited. She can't wait to get hers. Everyone's buying these.
Thank
Everybody's
you.
getting them. Everybody can't wait to put them into different places. I'm telling you, 222, 6 different ways, and you have the light element at night that you don't have to do anything. And the last time I checked, the sun's free.
That's right.
Sun is free until they start finding a way to charge us. So we are gonna get these into your cart. Did you see there was a dog inside?
I already played with
You
the
went,
dog.
can I pet that dog?
Yeah, I'll
You
pet
went and pet
that
the dog. Okay, can I tell you, the thought of my dog getting lost, I wouldn't know what to do, just makes me sick to my stomach. I want to